So the proposal video you see playing behind me ended in tragedy after the woman being proposed to had a kitchen knife plunged into her chest and abdomen multiple times until she finally transitioned. Shockingly enough, the person who's accused of doing this heinous act is actually the person on bended knee in the proposal video just hours prior. His name is Jose Mello. He's a 52-year-old with a long criminal rap sheet, including ex-offender crimes, in which he has to register on a public registry. In that particular crime, he was accused of attacking a woman with a box cutter. The woman who tragically lost her life in this situation is a 31-year-old that goes by the name of Naket. Naket had 2 children, one of which was inside of the home during this tragedy, the youngest, a 3-year-old. So apparently, after the proposal, they went out clubbing to have some fun, to celebrate the occasion. And at some point, they returned back to Jose's mother's house, and they got into a huge argument, yelling back and forth. While they both were intoxicated, Jose was visibly more intoxicated than she was. He ended up getting a kitchen knife, and reports say she was tragically stabbed multiple times in her chest and abdomen. Her body was found laying in the entryway of their bathroom. My opinion is she tried to barricade herself, and he probably barged through the door. In an attempt to flee, having nowhere to go, he ended up taking the opportunity to get her right there. After doing that, he himself called 911 in what seems to be an admission of guilt.
Where is your emergency, sir?
I think I killed I killed my girl.
Why do you think that, sir?
I got drunk last night. We got to an argument. I stopped.
When investigators arrived, they found a bloody knife on the living room couch. And then her body was found in front of the bathroom entryway, like I said. There was a baby inside of the apartment. I'm not sure whether or not they witnessed the tragedy with their eyes. Regardless, though, this is a tragedy that for sure will scar that child for life, now having no parents in the picture. But I think that baby belonged to her. I'm not sure if both of those kids was Jose's. So hopefully the other parent can step in and take over. Jose is a 52-year-old DJ that lives with his parents, and Naket is a 31-year-old woman who has no family in Elizabeth, New Jersey, where this took place. All of her family is in Florida and Puerto Rico. So it's my opinion that this woman really had nobody but Jose and his people up here for her. And so the people that she relied on most, the people that she stayed with, that she considered family in replacement of her own, were the same ones that led her to her own demise. And that's sad. Now, tragedies like this rarely happen out of the blue. I'm positive investigators are going to uncover a tumultuous relationship filled with toxicity. And I think that that's actually why Jose proposed in the first place. I've seen a lot of guys mess up, and mess up so bad that the woman that they swore would never leave picks up her bags and starts to head out the door. In an act of desperation and in a final attempt to keep your girl after years of messing up, they possibly figure that asking their hand in marriage would be the ultimate gesture to show them that they're serious this time. Now, this is just my opinion now, okay? So Jose proposed to her in public so everybody can see. She sees everybody, the music is playing, everybody's saying, oh my gosh, look, everybody look, this woman's getting proposed to. She probably can't say no right then and there, you know? And there's somebody that's gonna, plunge a knife into her chest. I'm pretty sure she knew that he had that capability. And maybe she was scared. So she ended up saying yes, giving her a kiss, giving him a kiss, giving him a hug. But later on in the evening, when they was in private, maybe she said, hey, listen, this isn't going to fix the problems we have. This isn't enough. Maybe she figured telling him in private would lessen the blow. But in Jose's mind, he probably thought to himself, hey, listen, I'm gonna do one of two extremes. I'm gonna propose or I'm gonna take her out. He proposed and thought everything was good. Maybe she said no afterwards, so he resorted to plan B. That's just my opinion. Nothing else really makes sense to me. You don't go from proposing to somebody to ended up taking away their life in front of their 3-year-old child. There's steps you got to take in order for you to get to that point. And I think Jose was trying to scramble and find any way to keep this woman in his life. And she has nobody in New Jersey. That's another factor. So this woman probably felt like Jose was the only person that she could depend on, not realizing that she doesn't really need to depend on him. She can make new friends or go back home to Florida or maybe even Puerto Rico and find a family connection, relationships, and whatever she's missing in her life that Jose seems to be filling in. So that's just my opinion on the situation. Let me know what you think about this down in the comments.